Who has won Star of the Week this week? So, from RS, Dawood, well done, you've won Star of the Week. You have been more confident around school, you've had a go at things, and you've generally stepped up to challenges that Mrs. Suddick has given you. Well done, Dawood. I'm so proud of you.
The marvelous NBA MVP award. Such a sacred relic. A shimmering beacon of basketball brilliance, the badge of certified greatness, right up there with Michael Jordan's Space Jam acting skills and the mystery of why NBA players still pretend they don't know how to wear a suit. But what happens when the MVP goes to a child, a youngin', a YN, a basketball prodigy barely old enough to rent a car? Well, ladies, gentlemen, and trolls of the internet today, we're diving into some of the youngest MVPs in NBA history. From teenage supermen to legends who made history before their hairlines even knew what a recession was. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button.
Mike Brown hops out of his chair, thought it was a foul. Allen drives at Mo Williams, blocked by James, knocks it off the backboard.
Ah yes, LeBron James, the chosen one, the man whose hairline has had a more dramatic arc than a Christopher Nolan film. Back in the 2008 to 2009 season, before his bald avoidance strategies went into full effect, LeBron bagged his first MVP, averaging 28 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was an infantile 24 years, 9 months, 21 days. He led the Cavaliers to 66-16, a record Ohio has never seen before, but lost to the Magic 2-4 in the playoffs. The Cavs back then were essentially a one-man Broadway show, except instead of singing, LeBron just dunked on people like they owed him money. Now, Dave Cowens. He's potentially Gaelic, but definitely a Celtic legend. A man who looked like your suburban friend's dad, but had some sauce that the old plumbers playing would get lost in. In 1973, he won MVP by leading the Celtics to 68 wins and basically playing like a brick wall with legs. He was 24 years, 5 months, 25 days old, and was averaging 20.5 points, 16.2 rebounds, and 4.1 assists. The man rebounded like his life depended on it. If you threw a rock in a pond, Dave Cowens would have grabbed it midair and started a fast break.
Call him Big Blue. Bob Pettit was, I would say, was one of the smartest forwards and one of the greatest forwards in the history of the game of basketball.
Bob Pettit. Oh, what a name. Sounds like a guy who sold newspapers in the 1950s in London. But nah, he was the NBA's first MVP in 1956, back when basketball looked like a slightly more intense version of interpretive dance. He was 24 years, 5 months, 10 days when he won it. He won this crowning achievement by averaging 25.7 points and 2.6 assists on the St. Louis Hawks. For a guy named Pettit, his impact on the game was pretty big. They went 33-39 through the season, though, but we don't have to focus on that. We are focusing on Bob not being an average Joe. He dropped buckets like your drunk uncle drops F-bombs.
Moses Malone. That's not even a nickname. That's his real name. Imagine you're 6'10", your name is Moses, and you can't play ball. That's a lot to live with.
Next, we have Moses Malone. The man whose rebounding was so relentless, scientists to this day believe he had magnets in his hands. He won his first MVP in 1979 while playing for the Houston Rockets, and the man just bullied people on the court. He won this award at the tender age of 24 years, 4 months, and 26 days. That season, he averaged a whopping 24.8 points, 17.6 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks. He was Shaq-level dominant. Moses played like a guy who got rejected from a nightclub and was determined to prove everyone wrong. He helped the Houston Rockets go 47-35, so not moving the needle much there, but hey, he got a trophy.
For 13 seasons, Bill Russell dominated his opponents both physically and psychologically. He left them demoralized with his uncanny shot blocking. In the process, he revolutionized the center position and brought a new dimension to the game.
We also have Bill Russell, the Michael Jordan of blocking your shot and telling you about it. This man won 5 MVPs, but in the 1957 to 1958 season, at just 24 years, 3 months, and 3 days, he bagged his first one. His stats were 16.6 points, 22.7 rebounds, and 2.9 assists. ballin' super hard like he was trying to end racism in Boston. Fighting the good fight. He led his Celtic team to 49-23 for the season. They lost in the finals, but hey, you can't say he didn't make up for it later.
In order to win a championship, you have to have a lot of parts that fit together, and you have to have the opportunity to win.
Kareem, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who made the skyhook so unstoppable that even gravity itself had to sit down and accept it. In 1971, at just 24 years, 2 months, and 5 days, Kareem won his first MVP and led the Bucks to a title. This same year, he led the league with 31.7 points per game, was selected for his second straight All-Star game, and formed a legendary duo with Oscar Robertson. The man played basketball like a poet, except instead of words, he just casually dominated.
You are watching the most valuable player in the NBA, Buffalo's Bob McAdoo. Tonight, McAdoo challenges Washington.
Without further ado, Bob McAdoo, a name that sounds like a cartoon detective but plays like an absolute menace. In 1975, McAdoo led the league in scoring at 34.5 points per game while playing for the Buffalo Braves. He was also averaging 14.1 rebounds per game and 2.1 blocks per game. That 74-75 season, he was selected All-Star, and more importantly, the MVP award when he was 23 years, 10 months, and 5 days old. That man, Bob McAdoo, was out of sight when he was hooping in the 70s. I think that's how you say that.
Wilt, I just personally want to congratulate you on a tremendous playoff and being elected the most valuable player by the National Basketball Association.
Wilt, Bloody Chamberlain, the man who once dropped 100 points in a game and probably scored 100 points off the court as well, if you catch my drift. In 1960, as a rookie, this absolute deity won MVP while averaging 37.6 points, 27 rebounds. These aren't stats, they're war crimes. All at 23 years, 4 months, and 4 days. I can't even point at 37 things without my arm getting tired. He was instantly recognized as one of the best players in the league. He led the Warriors to a 49-26 record, a major improvement from the previous season, which was 32-40. The NBA had to invent rules to slow this man down.
West did a great job of really coming in the NBA from the get-go and really establishing himself. You know, anytime a guy comes in and wins Rookie of the Year and Most Valuable Player, that's a great accomplishment because not too many people in the NBA did that.
Now, Wes Unseld was a different breed. The younging won MVP as a rookie, at only 23 years, 2 months, and 7 days old. This same year, he won Rookie of the Year, averaging 13.8 points and 18.2 rebounds per game. Second in the league, behind Wilt Chamberlain. The man didn't score much. He just rebounded everything and yeeted full-court passes like a quarterback with X-ray vision. He led the Bullets to a 57-25 record, a 21-win improvement from the previous season, and led the Bullets to the Eastern Division semifinals. Although they lost in the first round, he had already changed the team's fortunes.
Why can't I be the MVP of the league? Why can't I be the best player in the league? I don't see why. Why can't I do that?
Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP ever. In 2011, D. Rose played like he was on a speed run through life. The man was faster than taxes, more explosive than your ex's text messages, and dunked like gravity personally offended him. At 22 years, 6 months, and 1 day old, Rose was crowned the most valuable. He averaged 25.0 points per game, a career-high scoring season for one guard. Averaged 7.7 assists per game, showing his elite playmaking skills. Averaged 4.1 rebounds per game, dominated despite his size. Averaged 1.0 steals per game, an underrated defender. Also, first player since Michael Jordan to score 2,000-plus points in a season for the Bulls. He led the Bulls to 62 wins and gave us one of the most electrifying seasons ever, a Chi-Town savior. And then, well, injuries happened and we all cried. Then all we heard from Chicago was its drill scene. So there you have it. Some of the youngest MVPs in history. If you enjoyed this, like, subscribe, and comment below. Who do you think will be the next youngest MVP? Maybe Wemby? Maybe someone we don't even know yet? Let me know. I'm out of here.